Hello there. Today we'll be talking about how to grow rich deliberately. Is it something that can be done or something that is bestowed upon you? Welcome to Straight Talk with Dr. Yide, where I talk about wealth creation and financial discipline. I am Dr. Olaide Chinodun. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, I know you're missing out. Why don't you subscribe right now and hit that notification bell so you get notifications every time I post new videos? Now straight to the chase. Number one, stop complaining about the circumstances surrounding your birth. It's a popular saying that you might be born to a poor family, but if you die poor, it's your choice. Stop complaining. Pick yourself up. Develop that mindset that you don't accept poverty. You don't accept lack. You have to do something about it. Take stock of what you have in your hands. What skills do you have? If you don't have skills, desire and start working on getting one. Complaining about the family you were born into or blaming your parents for being poor is just purely stupid. You don't choose whatever family you come into. Now, we all start life differently. Some are born with a silver spoon, some wooden spoon, some plastic spoon, some no spoons at all. It doesn't matter. You need to forge life the way you want it. Your desires will give you what you want, and what you do with those desires will grant you the kind of lifestyle you want. I like to liken life as a phone. You just acquired the phone now. The phone comes with the default setting. You could choose to use the default setting or customize the phone to your preference. That's the way life is. Most people come to this world with a default poverty. Don't forget the 20-80 rule. 20% are rich, 80% are poor. If you fall in this 80%, meaning you have that default ringtone, you need to customize your default ringtone to that of the wealthy. You need to learn, like what we're doing right now, on how to be wealthy, on how to think like the rich. The difference majorly between the rich and the poor is the way they think. Because the way you think, you will handle money differently. Step number two, stop complaining about your life and your country. I don't know anybody that has improved by complaining. When you complain about the country, the land which you live, it ceases to produce for you. Yes, because you keep speaking against it. That land will not produce for you until you change the way you talk, you change your conduct, you change the way you perceive yourself. And let me tell you something, when you pity yourself, people will pity you. Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody sees you as anything worth it. You're not worth anybody's time because you don't even cherish your own life. If you don't cherish yourself, how do you expect other people to cherish you? For you to be perceived properly, you must have some form of self-worth, self-dignity. Build that in yourself. Change your mindset. Stop complaining about who you are or where you're from. Nobody needs to know about that. When you keep complaining, you won't progress. Stop that today. Step number three, understand the concept of planting and harvesting. Making money or building wealth is just like agriculture. You plant a seed and you expect an harvest. You can't eat all the harvest. You will have some that you sell out or you give out. Label your money. Know the percentage that is meant for planting, that's investing, and feed on the remaining. Save a portion for investments and feed on the rest. That is wise. You need to understand this. If you don't understand this, you're going nowhere with your finances. Number four, first invest in your mind and your hands. How do you invest in your mind? You have to unlearn dirty concepts that were imbibed in you while you were growing up. Concepts that were anti-financial growth, if you know what I mean. Unlearn things that militate against finances. Concepts like, I can't save. How much am I earning? Why can I save? How can I save with this little I'm earning? No, you need to learn to start saving now. Even start a business because you understand that you're working for somebody right now. You're earning salary, but don't earn salary for long, otherwise you can never be rich. You don't expect to be rich earning salary, yes. The person that is paying you salary most likely is far richer than you are, don't you think so? So why don't you build a skill? Learn all you want to learn from your current boss and start your business in a short while. Don't leave your boss unceremoniously. Let your boss know you are leaving. There's a blessing that follows that. You don't want to be a crook, because if you do that, people will do that to you too as well when you start your own business. Just putting that out there. You invest in your mind. Change the way you think. Think prosperity. Think positively. When you're going to put your hands in something, it must prosper. These skills I'm acquiring must prosper for me, must prosper for me, must make money for me. Stop thinking negatively. My village people are there. Yeah, village people exist, yes. But there are people that are wealthy despite the village people. Just be wise about it. You don't make other money and start pushing it in their face now. Invest in your mind and your hands. Read books. Read books. Books are means of people communicating their intents. They are giving you their life history, how they made money. You can learn from them. Step number 5. You built a skill, right? Know your worth and place a premium on your services. Don't allow anybody underprice you. If anybody comes to you and says, I can do this and all that, please, you can go ahead and get it elsewhere. I know my skills and I know my services. I'm giving you the best. Be excellence driven. When you're excellence driven, people will willingly give you their money to get whatever services you are willing to render in an excellent way. Always be excellent. Number 6, pick a viable field of endeavor. Put your ears to the ground and think about it. What part or what field of endeavor in this world is very lucrative now? You have the pharmaceuticals, you have the IT, you have so many fields. Plunge yourself into one of them. Don't go into an irrelevant field, a useless course in the university, something that will not fetch you money. I will not mention names here, but sit down and think and do the maths. Learn about the Forbes list. Go and read the Forbes list and see what individuals are in the first 20 or the first 100. What is their field of endeavor? How many of them are into IT? How many of them are into pharmaceuticals? How many of them are into healthcare? How many of them are into one business or the other? You need to learn yourself. So you position yourself strategically in a reasonable place where you know you will make money. Not that you go and spend your time and learning a skill that is useless to you and you will make money. You don't start complaining all around the place. Number 7, seek to be the best or one of the best in this chosen field of endeavor. Let excellence be your watchword. You are here right now. You've picked a field of endeavor. Be very excellent. Give it all you have, and excel in it. Be excellent in your delivery of service. Always think about your customers so that they keep coming back and they keep referring you to their friends. Believe me, in a very short while, you'll make a buckload of cash. Number 8, spend less than you make. Learn to stop spending money anyhow. Create a budget. Have a daily budget, a weekly budget, a monthly budget, quarterly budget, a yearly budget. It keeps you in check. It keeps you know what you can afford and you know what you can't afford. You're sincere with yourself. It's a no-brainer. Stop spending more than you are making. Number 9, learn to manage your resources well. Read books. Learn financial management. Learn to balance your papers. Do it yourself. You don't need to employ an accountant yet. By the time you are employing an accountant, you are knowledgeable. You can tell your accountant what you want them to do. But when you are blank and you just employ somebody, your money will grow wings. So you need to be involved. Manage your funds. Learn to manage your own finances at home, finances at work. Your life should be structured. Now, the very last step here is learn to know what an investment really is. And once you've discovered what that is, invest aggressively. Now, an investment is anything that you put money into and gives you returns. And the returns are positive, not negative. Gambling is not an investment. Ponzi schemes are not investments. You don't have to put money in something that is labeled investment. It is advisable you invest in what you know, whatever business you understand. You can't be into agriculture and you invest into healthcare. You don't understand healthcare. You don't understand the IT world. Or you're in the IT world and you're investing in agriculture. You are going to go and buy 5,000 chicken. You will lose all that money because you don't understand the nitty-gritty of the business. Learn what investments really are, then you can plunge your money into it. Even in the concept of plunging your money into it, you plunge your money in aliquots, in steps. You don't just put all your money into it, otherwise you will get bonds. If you put more money into it and you lose it, you're like, whoo, you learn. There's a learning process. Give yourself to this process. I would love to seize this opportunity to talk about a book launch, the book launch. My wife will be launching her very first book titled Crush That Fear on the 3rd of December 2022 on Zoom. The time will be revealed later, much later, obviously before the launch. In this book, she carefully talks about how she conquered fear, her own personal experience, telling stories about how to conquer fear. You would love it. It's a book you want to have. It's a book you want to read. It's a book you always want to make reference to. Why don't you click on that pre-order link in the description below to grab your copy now?